The human brain is one of the most complex and mysterious organs in the body. It is responsible for everything we do, from simple movements to complex thoughts and emotions. In this video, we'll take a closer look at how the brain works. The brain is divided into different regions, each with its own function. The frontal lobe is responsible for decision-making, planning, and problem-solving. The parietal lobe processes sensory information, such as touch and spatial awareness. The occipital lobe is responsible for processing visual information, and the temporal lobe is responsible for processing auditory information and memory. The brain communicates through neurons, which are specialized cells that transmit information through electrical and chemical signals. When a neuron fires, it sends a signal down its axon to the synapse, where it releases chemicals called neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters bind to receptors on another neuron, triggering a new electrical signal and continuing the communication. The brain processes information through a complex network of neurons and neural pathways. When we see or hear something, the information travels to the appropriate sensory region of the brain, where it is processed and interpreted. For example, when we see a face, the brain processes the features of the face, recognizes it as a familiar face, and triggers an emotional response. The brain also controls movement through a network of motor neurons. When we want to move, the brain sends a signal down the appropriate motor neuron to the muscle, triggering its contraction and movement. Finally, the brain plays a critical role in regulating emotions. The amygdala, located in the temporal lobe, is responsible for processing emotional information and triggering the fight or flight response. The prefrontal cortex, located in the frontal lobe, helps regulate and control emotions. The human brain is an incredible organ, capable of processing vast amounts of information and controlling our thoughts, emotions, and movements. While we still have much to learn about how it works, understanding the basics of brain function can help us appreciate its complexity and marvel at its abilities.